How much fun is this? The agony of alcoholism and drug addiction. Well, you get to savor the great outdoors.
And so I really have no choice but to let you go.
Or maybe take early retirement. Even
you're under arrest right now.
Have your own driver.
I'm telling you, man.
It costs $100,000 a year to put a man through the criminal justice system. It costs less than $5,000 to clean him up and give him his life back through the miracle of Simon House. Give people the chance they need.
God is ready to accept the things I cannot change.
Simon House.
It gave me my dad back. It's a lifesaver for all of us.
Simon House has a number of key factors that are driving the success here. One of the key success rates is a lot of the staff have been there and done that. That creates an instant rapport with the men that we treat. It also gives us empathy as to what they've been through, and it does present challenges for them because, you know, we see through some things that other psychological models may accept as true, and we challenge their belief systems, and we know what it takes to become clean and sober, and we transmit that to the men in that way.
When men come in here, typically they're suspicious of each other. They have put up barriers between themselves, and over a period of time those barriers tend to come down and they tend to open up a little bit. So it's an opportunity for them to tell the others within that group the significant impact that they've had. So it's an opportunity for them to share. It's also a bonding opportunity for them to declare that bond. And in the program of that we have here of Alcoholics Anonymous, we stress that this is a we program. We can do what I cannot. So it's an opportunity for them to become a part of and to share that.
I'm Bob and I'm an addict. Hey Bob. I'm very grateful for Simon House. They've given me all the tools I've needed.
Before Simon House, I was so far into my bottom that I didn't know which way was up, and I lost all hope.
You guys really helped me to, well, first of all, to start being honest with myself so that I could actually start finding out who the real me is.
And like Rick has said before, you know, failure to enlarge my spirituality, I'm bound to relapse again. And that's not a place I'm willing to go to.
When that happens and they feel at peace with themselves and they feel at peace with a higher power, they find themselves at peace with other people.
It's shown me that there's hope for a new life. It's put me in a place where, you know, I'm able to feel connected and a part of something, and through that connected to life, into my own life. So I'm very grateful.
It's changed my life. You know, I could stay. It's you know, one day at a time. I live by it. It's just I don't have the cravings no more of alcohol. I can wake up. I don't need that drug in my body. I go to bed at night. I can get a good night's sleep without using those chemicals or alcohol to make me fall asleep.
I always think about a story I heard some years back about an alcoholic walking down the street, and he falls into a deep hole with really sharp sides. And he can't get out. And he sees a doctor walking up above, and he yells up, "Hey doc, I'm stuck in this hole and I can't get out." And the doctor writes a prescription and throws it in the hole, and the guy's still stuck. So a minute later he sees a preacher walking up above, and he yells up, "Hey padre, I'm stuck in this hole and I can't get out." And the preacher writes a prayer on a card and throws it in the hole, and the guy's still stuck. Finally, a little while later, he sees Al walking by, and Al's been sober for a while. And he yells up, "Hey Al, I'm stuck in this hole and I can't get out." And Al jumps down into the hole. And the guy says, geez, Al, now we're both stuck. And Al says, no, that's okay. I've been here. I know the way out. And the interesting thing is about Simon House, we know the way out. We have all been there, and we've found a way to get out of a hopeless state of mind and body caused by alcoholism and drug addiction.
Well, you know, when you look at the total cost to government, whether it's at the local level, whether it's at the provincial and federal level, the healthcare system, an ambulance to pick up a person who's inebriated, that trip alone is $350. When you consider the public expenditure for an individual who has a dependency on alcohol or drugs, it is enormous.
We turn that man out clean and sober for under $5,000, and we usually end up with somebody who is a better employee, a better family man, and a better person in society in general.
I always tell people if my dad can do what he's done, then anybody can go through the program, because my dad, like Kim said, is somebody who was a very stubborn man, and he was stuck in his ways. And so for him to be where he is now it's kind of an inspiration to all of us girls that, you know, no matter where you came from or what you do, if you really want to do something, you can.
Simon House is, my expression is that they have a saying that Simon House saves lives. I add a little tag on to that it also gives a life to people. With their guidance and with their strong emphasis on the 12-step program, that's what I needed, and their structure, especially their structure. That's what I needed.
I think people, once they've gone through the process, they realize how difficult it is. And, you know, in my case, I think I would only be safe to speak for myself, it was that I needed help. I was broke in every sense of the word. I was homeless, I was doing crime and all those things. And I needed somebody to help me, and they were there to help me. And so something that was so freely given to me, I naturally want to transmit and freely give it. And I think that's a sentiment that is quite common. And I think that's why people do that.